The Lost World by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, narrated by John Rayburn. This story offers a rare opportunity to feel as though you're actually taking part in an awesome expedition to an Amazonian plateau where there are still some surviving prehistoric animals. It's a rarity labeled science fiction, and it is at least relatively scientific. As for the fiction part, who knows? A young reporter, Edward Eddie Malone, wants to impress a female inamorata looking for a great man capable of brave deeds and actions, so he asks for a dangerous assignment that leads to the South American daring-dos he hopes will attract her attention. Conan Doyle had written a half-dozen stories about Sherlock Holmes beginning in 1887 before this book was published in 1912. He wanted a change and once wrote his mother, "I think of slaying Holmes and winding him up for good and all. He takes my mind from other things." In this particular story, details are given by an impersonal historical narrator, with Doyle using him to provide at least a sense of credibility. We won't tell you results of the reporter's love affair. You'll just have to listen to find out. We will, at least, let you in on the beginning of the affair, starting now. Chapter 1. There are heroisms all round us. Mr. Hungerton, her father, really was the most tactless person upon earth, a fluffy, feathery, untidy cockatoo of a man, perfectly good-natured, but absolutely centered upon his own silly self. If anything could have driven me from Gladys, it would have been the thought of such a father-in-law. I am convinced that he really believed in his heart that I came round to the Chestnuts 3 days a week for the pleasure of his company, and very especially to hear his views upon bimetallism, a subject upon which he was by way of being an authority. For an hour or more that evening I listened to his monotonous chirrup about bad money driving out good, the token value of silver, the depreciation of the rupee, and the true standards of exchange. "Suppose," he cried with feeble violence, "that all the debts in the world were called up simultaneously, and immediate payment insisted upon. What, under our present conditions, would happen then?" I gave the self-evident answer that I should be a ruined man, upon which he jumped from his chair, reproved me for my habitual levity, which made it impossible for him to discuss any reasonable subject in my presence, and bounced off out of the room to dress for a Masonic meeting. At last I was alone with Gladys, and the moment of fate had come. All that evening I had felt like the soldier who awaits the signal which will send him on a forlorn hope of victory, and
Sample complete. Ready to continue?